10 tomato plants. Okay, I realized that I don't have any more space in the garden. No, how would that work? But as I said, I don't need an extra short sleeve top in my life right now. I feel so accomplished. I'm gonna cast on something with that. We're crazy! Anyhow, so what I could do, because this is 800 meters, I hope you're not bothered by me wearing swimwear underneath. Working in the garden is just, it just regenerates me. I found 2 more patterns that I'm like, maybe I should include them in my decision. Hello, I'm in my car. I'm going to a local market and see what plants I find. Buy some seedlings. It's so hot, it's like 30 degrees. I can't believe it. Welcome June. Whew, let's go. Okay, I bought some seedlings. I bought like 2 zucchini, I think, and 1 tomato plant and a couple of melon seedlings. I always thought that buying seedlings directly is kind of like cheating, but it's not like that. It's all right. It's all right. I'll show you the plants later on, and yeah, I'm gonna continue walking around here and see what I can find. I realized that I don't have any more space in the garden, so I think I'll create another little area, same way I've done. I prepared these 2 beds, and I'm thinking to create the area in between these 2 beds because I want to plant these guys. These are runner beans, I think. So I want to plant them in an area where I can make some sort of like structure where they can climb. Done it! So happy. Look, very happy. Let's just plant these babies. Two runner beans, and then put one here. Runner beans. Last one. There they are. Now it's time to water them. I feel so accomplished today. Working in the garden is just, it just regenerates me. Am I excited? Yes. So it's like 7:30 probably, and I just got back from visiting the neighbor. Look how many she planted this. She sown the seeds, and this is like 9-10 tomato plants. And she's like, I have too many, I can't, I'm gonna throw them away. And then I thought about you, maybe you want few tomato plants, and then the rest you can just throw them away. And I was like, how can I throw away these plants? But I guess this year we're gonna have lots of tomatoes. Gonna plant this. Thank you. So happy, so happy. Thank you, Lara. So excited. So many. They smell good. So I'm gonna plant them. Hello. So I wanted to do a little knitting vlog today. I went with a friend to a like organic store where they sell a lot of organic nice thing, and they also have yarns. And look what I found. This is nettle yarn, 100% nettle yarn. So I guess I'm gonna cast on something with that yarn. However, this yarn, it's I think it's a very light fingering way yarn. So I think I need to, they only had 2 skeins of this beautiful color, and each skein is 200 meters, 50 gram each skein. And I thought the lady at the store told me to hold it double, but since I have this beautiful cone that happens to have the same color, this is a cone that was gifted to me by the amazing Ali from the Ali in Sweatpants podcast, and this is the Silk City Fiber bamboo yarn in the color Toffee 734, and they happen to be the same color almost. So I think I'm gonna cast on with this and the beautiful nettle and see what. So let me ponder what pattern I could cast on. Hello, it's the next day, and I've been thinking about different type of patterns. I've been researching, and I came across two patterns that I'm really interested in. One is the cottagecore crop, and the other one is the rib lace raglan, and I love both of them. And I'm gonna knit either one or the other long sleeve, because I don't need an extra summer top. I mean, I'm still gonna knit many summer tops, I think, in the future, but right now I think I wanna focus on long sleeve versions of summer garments to have something, you know, for the evenings and all of that. I asked over Instagram, I asked which pattern I should cast on with this yarn, and 60% of the people voted for the cottagecore crop. So it's this really beautiful design. Maybe I'll put a picture on the screen. I think the rib lace raglan is the pattern that I would like to knit the most right now, because I'm really not in the mood of knitting stockinette. I kind of want to, you know, do something a little bit more interesting. Not that stockinette is not nice to knit on, but like I'm pretty active these days, and I wanted to knit something interesting, something with a new kind of stitch, a new way. And so I'm kind of still, even if the people suggested me the cottagecore crop, I love it. I love that design. I love the ruffle. I love the button band. I love the V-neck. I love the raglan increases. It's just so beautiful, and I know that in my wardrobe will be just an amazing staple. However, I kind of like, I want to have that garment, but I don't want to knit on it right now. So I think I'm gonna cast on the rib lace raglan. So, however, I'm just gonna share with you my thought process before casting on things, because I'm not still sure. So the yarn that I showed you yesterday that I wanted to, you know, hold together was this beautiful nettle yarn held together with a bamboo yarn, right? And this looks amazing. It's basically the same color, but these are very different yarns. This is very stiff, you know, and is nettle yarn, but it's not prickly, it's not stingy, you know, it's just it's a little bit like linen, but still kind of different, I don't know. And the bamboo is very soft, so these two kind of are very interesting to pair. However, I just have two skeins of this yarn, and they both is like 50 grams, 200 meters, 218 yards, so it's about 400 meters. I only have 400 meters. No, how would that work? No, to use this yarn I would have to knit both top like short sleeves, but as I said, I don't need an extra short sleeve top in my life right now. Change of plan. I got this beautiful skein of yarn. I got it in Ireland, and it's a beautiful skein. This is from the Townhouse Yarn. I think it's a British company, hand dyed in Ireland, and is 55% merino and 45% silk. Beautiful color. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I was thinking to pair these two together. Is it crazy? Both of these yarns are very kind of soft and nice, and I don't know, dreamy, drapey. What I could do, because this is 800 meters, so this is quite this is enough. One skein is enough for me to knit a full maybe crop sweater. So I could knit, I'm just envisioning to knit the rib lace raglan with this too, and I would still have quite a bit of yardage left from this cone, so I could knit maybe a top or something afterwards with these two. So I don't know if you know what I mean, but I think for sure I'll use these two yarns together. As you can see, it's not easy because I only have this skein, and I always, I mean, since I bought it, I thought I'm gonna need something really special with this skein of yarn. I want something that I'm gonna wear so much, I'm gonna have all the time, you know, something very special, something unique, because it's such a fancy in the dye, like it's a very fancy yarn, I think, at least for my standards. And this was also an amazing skein of yarn that was gifted to me, so it's also super special. Like, both of these are very special for me. I'm pondering. This process is taking longer than I expected, to be honest. So here I have the two patterns. This is the rib lace raglan that I mentioned before. It looks so fun, this kind of stitch pattern with these little holes, and I have no idea. I love James and Watts pattern because they're so size inclusive, they're really fun and creative. And this is from Kate Garden, and this is the cottage core crop, and as you can see, this description just is basically buying me out. You will live out your wildest wilderness dreams. This is good marketing for a gal like me. I found two more patterns that I'm like, maybe I should include them in my decision. Here we have it. This is the leaf cardigan. I've knitted a top, the leaf top, by the same designer, and I loved it. In the beginning I wasn't really understanding the pattern well, but it's actually pretty easy and it's nice, it's really interesting, and I kind of already know the stitch repeat a little bit, and this pattern is just so pretty. I don't know how much you can see actually. This pattern is absolutely beautiful. I think it will look pretty beautiful. It's like a cardigan. It's knitted in the round, I think. Is it knitted in the round? It is knitted in the round. I don't know. I absolutely have no idea. I absolutely don't know. You know what? Let me think this through a bit more. I'll come back to you tomorrow. This is a long process apparently. Yeah. Good morning. Yesterday I rambled for about 30 plus minutes, and today I was about to delete the footage, and then I'm like, no, you should also see the struggle. Let's summarize a little bit this ramble. I picked 3 patterns, not 1, not 2, 3. And I know that at some point I'll knit all of them. I decided I'll knit a swatch. That's the best thing to do, with needle size 4mm, because I think that will be the needle size that I'll use, even if the 3 patterns recommend 3 different sizes of needles. So I think, but I'm gonna use needle size 4 millimeters and see, and then regroup once I have the swatch in my hand. So I need to cake up this beautiful, beautiful yarn. The three patterns that I kind of picked are the Rib Lace Raglan by James and Watts, the Cottage Core Crop by, I don't remember her name, and the third one is the Leaf Cardigan by Melanie Reinhardt. I'm drinking my morning coffee and knitting a couple of rows of this fun knit. This project has been my delight, my knitting delight these weeks, days, or week. I guess it took me like a week to knit this much. And to be honest, I haven't knitted so much the past weeks. I've been busy with other things. I've been feeling so good physically and mentally with the sun, with taking care of the plants, with being with good people around me. It has been really nice. I've been knitting here and there. I've been bringing projects around with me, but this has been the project that I enjoyed the most. I guess I'm kind of a bit tired of stockinette. I'm more into crazy, I don't know, a little bit more intricate or interesting stitch. I'm not really into like super complex patterns right now at all. It's mostly like a little different type of knitting than stockinette. I don't know if that makes sense. So this project has been a true delight, and I've knitted another one before this one. This is the Look at My Holes by James and Watts. And to be honest, I'm not a process knitter. Like, of course, I enjoy knitting. Otherwise, you know, I really much enjoy knitting, but I enjoy it because I am making something, you know. I'm making a project that I will use or people will use, you know, something, I'm creating something. While I enjoy the process of knitting, the end result is kind of what motivates me to keep going, if that makes sense. All of this rambling to say that I've been pretty much enjoying the process so much of this garment, and I kind of don't want it to finish. And I'm knitting the last row of this ribbed hem, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just knit it long sleeve so I can keep on knitting on this. Because it's just so fun. I just absolutely love this. And if you are into see-through garments, a little bit like funky type of garments, I just absolutely recommend this pattern. I think that James and Watts is a very cool designer, and he's so size inclusive, so unique in his style. Just go and check him out. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast off this and chat, I guess. I've been chatting for 17 minutes, so I've been chatting already. Look at this. How cute this is. And it has some mistakes, right? I hope you're not bothered by me wearing swimwear underneath. It's actually my bikini. And I absolutely love this garment. It's so beautiful. This beautiful yarn from Silk City Fiber is the walnut color. I think it was gifted to me by my lovely Ali, and I absolutely love it. And I'm thinking maybe I should just knit a little bit of the sleeves and just keep them short. But it could also be really nice to have like a long sleeve version of this. I absolutely have no idea. Yeah, I really like this length. It's really like loosey, and if I'm wearing something and I need to tack it in, it's nice. That's me. Very excited. I'm sorry if I'm wearing something that you wouldn't like to see, but this is what I'm wearing, and I'm so excited. I feel really I feel elegant, but also a bit punk. Elegant punk. No, that's not the thing. Well, I feel beautiful. I feel very beautiful in this garment. There it is. There you have it.